actually working. But I got there and I'm here. Thank you guys for tuning in with Coach Kizzy of Majestic Life Solutions. I want to talk to you a little bit about, do you remember, it's a Jaheim song that he said, I wish I would have knew what I knew now long time ago. But I think everything had, this is my mindset, everything has a timing on it. It's a time for everything in our lives. We as humankind have to realize that it is a timing on everything. So I my experiences in my life, I look at my life as in, not, it's not great. Well, it's not perfect, but it's great to me. And I love it. And can't nobody take it away from me. I love it. Okay. So for me to go down the path of my journey of following what God wants from me and not what humankind. You understand what I'm saying? So we all got to understand God uses people for his story, right? God uses people for his story. You understand what I'm saying? So I look at it like this. This how I look at my life. Let me tell you how I look at my life. My story is God's glory. My story is God's glory. Okay? So when I say that, it emphasizes that individuals experiences and how they reflect a greater purpose in life. Say it one more time. It emphasizes the individual experiences and how they reflect a greater purpose in life. Okay? So this what I do. This what I do. And I want you guys to actually do it also. You can do the same thing that I do because I want you to be able to follow and go on the right path. Don't get on that train track. Don't get on the train track. The right path is your roadmap. You got to, how back in the days, like the new technology and stuff is different now, because when people used to go deliver, they had a book. It was a map, and they used to have to follow through that map. I never understood that map. I'm glad technology did change, but I tried to follow that map. I didn't understand it. Maybe if you couldn't give me directions to get there, I wasn't gonna get there because I didn't understand that map. It seemed like it was just like this, and it can be 100 miles, but on the map it seemed like it's short. So you have to build your own map. Put it in and put your map in writing, and your map is your journey. Okay. So think about it. This is what I do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I do now. But if I would have knew this long time ago, I probably would have been in a better spot that I am now. But at the end of the day, I had to think to myself that God has a timing on everything. So I encourage myself. Listen, because this is what you gotta do. You gotta encourage yourself. I encourage myself to view my life stories as valuable narratives that contribute to a higher divine plan. I have to embrace my uniqueness, experiences. I uncover the lessons and the growth that shaped my identity for who I am today. Because my identity that who I am today was not aligned with the Most High God timing, you know, from the past. It didn't reflect on my identity. My identity, who I choose to be today, and who what God is doing in my life, it shapes me. My story is God's glory. Also, I let God guide me in reframing my struggles as opportunities for growth. Say it one more time. Also, I let God guide me in reframing my struggles as opportunity for growth. So just think about, you look on a wall and you might have a frame that's kind of falling apart. But what you do with that frame? What you do with that picture? My bad. I'm sorry. What you do with that picture? You reframe that picture. You reframe that picture. You say, "Oh, you know what? I do need to go buy a new frame for that picture." So if you understand how you reframe that picture, that's how God does in our lives. He reframe our souls. He reframe our mindset. So you got to reframe that picture of life, your life. My perspective aligns with my ideals that every challenges I face is part of God's glory. Let me say it again. My perspective aligns with the ideal that every challenge I face is part of God's glory. By me keeping faith, I hold on and let God recognize my hardship so that I can serve a higher purpose that helps me cultivate a sense of hope and purpose in life. Sharing my journey can be helpful for not only me. Listen to what I say. Sharing my journey can be helpful for not only me, but for others. Because my story is God's glory. So now I look at life different because my story is God's glory. God uses individuals for his story.